Are any of you guys still missing your $1,400 third stimulus check? Or maybe you haven't even received your first or second stimulus payment. In this video, I'll be sharing what you need to do if you want to receive your missing stimulus money. I'll also be going over the latest fourth stimulus check and infrastructure package news. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I truly appreciate all of your amazing support. Now, if any of you guys support a fourth round of stimulus payments, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family. The whole goal of this channel is to provide you with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check news. So folks, Democratic Senator Joe Manchin recently told reporters that he opposes using a maneuver that would enable the Democratic Party to pass Joe Biden's $2.3 trillion infrastructure proposal without Republican support, noting that he favors a smaller and more targeted bill. And it's not surprising, everybody. Before the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan was passed, Senator Joe Manchin said that he would rather support more targeted relief. Right now, Manchin is a West Virginia moderate and holds the power to block Democratic lawmakers' agenda in the evenly divided Senate. Joe Manchin has already rejected the idea of using the budgeter reconciliation process, and it's a process that Democrats want to use. So while most legislation requires 60 votes to advance in the 100-seat Senate, the budget reconciliation process allows for a simple majority. Thankfully, Democrats also control the Senate because Vice President Kamala Harris can cast a tie-breaking vote. And when asked if he would back another bill with other related spending through a process called reconciliation, Joe Manchin said he wouldn't, and he wants the bills to be more targeted. Now, Joe Biden's infrastructure proposal, it will include $400 billion for in-home and community-based care for the elderly and disabled. In addition, there was $100 billion for school and child care facilities. Those are two areas that Republican lawmakers left out of their $568 billion counteroffer. And Joe Manchin said, while such areas need to be addressed, it was hard to build public support for a massive bill that goes beyond what he called traditional infrastructure needs. Manchin told CNN, "I think they should be separated. When you start putting so much into one bill, it makes it very, very difficult for the public to understand." He called the Republican proposal a good start for negotiations. What do you think about this, everybody? How much did the federal government spend on Biden's infrastructure package? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham told Fox that he met with Manchin last week to discuss the infrastructure bill, adding that while he opposed the cost of Biden's plan, he was optimistic Republicans and Democrats could work out a deal. Republicans do oppose the ambitious legislative agenda right now. However, things could change in the near future. They might increase the Social Security benefits by $200 a month and also pass a fourth round of stimulus payments of $2,000 per month. We never know, everybody. Now, for those of you that have not received your missing stimulus money, if you decide to file a tax filing extension, you only have more time to submit your return, not to pay any money you owe. Some of you could be eligible for a top-off payment if the tax return you submit this tax season shows that your income dropped since last year. However, the IRS has urged federal beneficiaries to file a return in order to make sure that eligible dependents are included. The government is also encouraging people who it does not have on record to file tax returns in order to get their stimulus checks. Guys, our politicians must step up to the plate and help out the American people. And if any of you agree with me, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Right now, President Joe Biden is seeking Republican cooperation for an infrastructure package. However, some Democratic lawmakers say the president should be prepared to go at it alone if a deal doesn't materialize quickly. The White House wants to see counteroffers to President Biden's $2.25 trillion infrastructure plan by the middle of this month. Some moderate Democrats insist on cutting a deal, and other lawmakers worry that it will be a dead end that would burn valuable time. What do you think about this, everybody? Should Democrats even bother trying to gain Republican support? Or should they just pass the plan through the budget reconciliation process on their own? Leave your thoughts on this, everybody, in the comments. So far, Republicans have proposed a slimmer $568 billion package, and some GOP lawmakers say they wonder whether the White House is willing to limit a bill to narrow measures like roads and bridges, while cutting out pieces they oppose like elder care subsidies. Aides for members of Congress on both sides of the aisle also say they fear that the other side may not be negotiating in good faith. But the good news is this: if Democrats unify behind a proposal, they can use a budget process to pass legislation through the Senate without Republican support, just like they did with the $1.9 trillion stimulus relief package. Biden spoke Thursday by phone with Republican Senator Shelley Capito. The senator said it was a constructive discussion, and Biden described it as a good conversation and invited her to the White House. Everybody, on May 12th, Biden will meet with the top Republican and Democratic leaders from the House and Senate. We can expect to see a lot of negotiating very soon, And now, the Earned Income Tax Credit is a refundable tax credit aimed at low and moderate income workers. The Earned Income Tax Credit reduces the amount of taxpayers owe, can even be calculated or collected as a refund. The maximum credit that taxpayers without children can claim will increase in 2021 from $538 to just over $1,500. But folks, what are the eligibility requirements for a childless worker? Well, the basic requirements to claim the Earned Income Tax Credit on a 2020 tax return is that you and your spouse, if filing jointly, must have a valid Social Security number, be you a citizen, and you must also show proof of earned income. According to the IRS, here's what the expanded credit means. The credit for qualifying children is fully refundable, which means that taxpayers can benefit from the credit even if they don't have earned income or don't owe any income taxes. The credit will also include children who turn age 17 in 2021, everybody before the American Rescue Plan. The child tax credit amount was up to $2,000 per qualifying child under the age of 17. So this relief provision will really help millions of families that are struggling because of the crisis. That is the end of the video, everybody, and if any of you found this video useful and helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications. Have a great day, folks. I appreciate everyone's amazing support on a bipartisan 89-2 vote, and the bill was supported by both Democrats and Republicans in the Senate. The only two senators to vote against the bill were Republican Senators Mike Lee and Ted Cruz. Multiple senators said the Drinking Water and Wastewater Infrastructure Act would foster economic growth. Thank you for watching, everybody, and until next time, have a great day and stay safe.
Economy special help. At the top of that list is our nation's restaurants. When COVID-19 pandemic struck, our nation's restaurants were some of the first hit and the worst hit. In 2020, more than 2.3 million restaurants jobs disappeared. 2.3 million restaurant jobs disappeared. Restaurants are more than a major driver of our economy. They're woven into the fabric of our communities. And so for many families, restaurants are the gateway to opportunity, a key part of the American story. There are families of all races, all ethnic backgrounds, all nationalities in this country who have built their American dream around a family-owned restaurant. And for more workers, their own story of economic progress starts in a restaurant. In the restaurant I just visited, and Rogelio Martinez, who immigrated to this country 17 years ago, started working as a meat packer. Now he is the restaurant's lead butcher and one of its owners. For nearly 1 in 3 Americans, it's hard to believe, but for 1 in 3 Americans, a restaurant provided their first job. More than half of all Americans have worked in a restaurant at some point in their lives. Before the pandemic, restaurants and bars employed 12% of all the workers in our country.